Hey guys. Okay, I am here to help us out with our practice test for objective number 8. This is for Mr. Bonnifield's test. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first things first, I want you to take note that this says right here, objective number 8, identify, create, and write equations for parallel and perpendicular lines. And then right after that, it tells us to circle all the equations that are parallel to this equation. Now, I don't want this to trip you up, okay? This is just telling us what the objective is right here. This is not part of the directions, okay? Right here, this is just telling us these are our only directions. Circle all the equations that are parallel to this equation, okay? Now, it's important to remember that parallel means that lines have the same slope. So in this equation, it's 3/4. The b here doesn't really matter. It's not important, okay? So all we have to do is find matching slopes. So our first one is -3/4. Do those guys match? No. Okay, 3/4 is going to have a slope that looks like this. -3/4 is going to have a slope that looks like this. So that's not a match, so it's not going to be this guy. Absolutely not. Okay, what about this one? Plain old boring 3/4. Do they match? Yeah. The b is different. Does that matter? No. They have the same slope, so the lines will be parallel. So we're going to circle this one. Okay, this one has a slope of 4. There's a 4 in this answer, so can I pick this one? No. Can't do that one. It has a different slope. Oh, but look, it has a matching b. The b does not matter. Okay? It is not important for this problem. So it is not this one. How about this one? These guys match. Here, there's a 3 in it, but nope, not important. There is a fraction here for the b. I just wanted to point out that if there was a fraction as the b, that's okay. But that slope doesn't match, so it does not matter. What about this one? Yep. 4, we already talked about 4, that doesn't match. -4/3, just flipping it upside down, is that okay? No, that's completely different. That's not going to work. How about this one? Yep, that's a match. Okay. Just remember, parallel, slopes need to be exactly the same. That's it. Okay, next one. We're going to write an equation that is parallel to y equals 5x minus 6. Okay, this is what we care about. But it also has to pass through this particular point. So let's figure out what's going on here. All right, now we know from here, parallel lines are going to have the same slope. So we already know that our answer is going to have 5x in it. The thing that we don't know is we don't know what the b is going to be. Okay? So let's go ahead and try to figure out what this equation is going to be. So it's going to be y equals 5x plus b. Now that's too many variables. We're not going to be able to figure that out. So we're going to use this point right here, and we're going to plug it into our equation. And that's going to tell us what the b is going to be. So this first one, remember, our x comes first, and then our y. So y is 7. So we'll plug that in here. There's our 5, and we're going to multiply it by x, which is 1 plus b. That's the thing that we don't know. Okay, so let's use PEMDAS. 5 times 1 is 5. Bring down the rest of our problem. I hear you. Yes, I know you can do that in your head, but we're going to do it anyway because maybe you won't be able to do it in your head on the test. Opposite of plus 5, because we know it's a plus, there's nothing here, is minus 5. Minus 5 on both sides. We have 2. 7 minus 5 is 2 equals B. So our 2 goes right up here. Plus 2. And that's our answer. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, let's try something a little bit different. Now this one is kind of the same, except now we're not looking for a parallel line, which has a slope that's exactly the same. Now we want a perpendicular line, okay? Now, perpendicular lines are different. The slope is not the same. The slope is the opposite of the reciprocal. There. Everyone was just like, I'm sorry, what? Okay, so here's what that looks like. First of all, remember f of x just looks scary. So we're just gonna get rid of that. We're gonna change it to a y. So y equals 1/2 x minus 3. Okay, now remember, we're not gonna know what the b is, so let's just change that to plus b. Now this is gonna give us a parallel line, okay? We want the opposite of the reciprocal. So we're gonna change this to a negative. That's the opposite part. And the reciprocal means literally we're gonna take this fraction and we're gonna flip it upside down. So instead of 1/2, it's gonna be 2/1. See? And then I'm just gonna bring down the rest of the problem. Now, 2/1, can we simplify that a little bit to make it less scary? What's -2 divided by 1? It's just plain old boring -2. So now I have -2x plus b. That equals y. Okay, so is that my answer? No, it's got too many variables in it. I still need to solve for b. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did in the last problem. I'm going to use this point. Remember, the first one is my x, and the second one is my y. Okay, I'm running out of space here. Let me scooch this up. All right, so let's plug in those values. My y is -2. -2 equals -2 times x. X is 3 plus b. Okay, PEMDAS, what is -2 times 3? -6 plus b equals -2. Okay, what's the opposite of -6? +6, both sides. Remember, we're always going to take this one, the one that's on the side of the variable. Okay, don't be taking this one away. It's always this guy. Okay, b equals -2 plus 6. Please use your calculator so you won't be confused. -2 plus 6 is 4. Okay, so now I'm going to plug that into my answer. Y equals, what was my slope again? Right here. -2x plus 4. And then I'm going to write my answer right over here. -2x plus 4. All right. And that's what we've got for objective number 8. Good job, you guys. I'm probably going to change this to a y. I like that better. Okay. Sorry for my little mistake. Good luck, you guys.